New York Jets, who are obviously awesome to talk about right now because their fans are on cloud 50. And that could all change, obviously, if Aaron decides to retire as opposed to go back and play football. Sauce Gardner on his YouTube and his Twitch last night alongside Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall, and they burned a cheese head that he wore after the game, and they kind of had a tradition, and they did a big recruiting pitch for Aaron. And then they also said that if Aaron was to come, there's a lot of package deals that people were talking about. What is this? What does that mean? Like, we immediately let off the show. As soon as we saw Thielen got cut, my first thought was like, oh, Thielen and Aaron are like very tight friends. Would that be something if Aaron comes back that Thielen would follow? And that couldn't have been what Sauce was talking about because Sauce was talking last night. What are you hearing about the Jets and if Aaron is to decide to continue to play, which is we've been told still very much in play. Still very much in play. What is he talking about whenever he says that, and what do you think it is? And what are you hearing right now?
Randall Cobb was the one that I was thinking about. So Randall Cobb recently underwent surgery on the back of his ankle, basically just to relieve some pain and make sure that he is able to function. I think he wants to play again. People close to him believe he wants to play again. He wants to play with his guy Aaron Rodgers. That would be my thought. Now, the Jets kind of have a guy like that. They have Elijah Moore, who's awesome. But, you know, if you're Aaron Rodgers and if you do want to come back, you know, go to the Jets, then I would imagine they would say, oh, you want to bring Randall Cobb? Like, that's probably fine. And I wonder, like, Mercedes Lewis, also his guy. Robert Tonyan, a free agent. You know, there's some of his guys who are, I mean, I feel like Brady just did this. And we all sort of laughed, like, oh, Brady's signing, and then it all happened. So, like, I could see a similar situation if he goes to the Jets, which he has not said that that's what he wants to do.
I would like to let everybody know that our scumbag Packers fan just kind of said, oh, well, whatever, go ahead, take them. Go ahead. It sounded like it was a whole new chapter in Green Bay. Ladies and gentlemen, a FaceTime screenshot has been released by Sauce Gardner. It is he and Odell Beckham Jr., who is sporting a fantastic dye job on the top of his head in moments, I would assume, before his workout for the NFL that is taking place today in Arizona, chit-chatting. This follows Sauce Gardner doing a lot of Aaron Rodgers recruiting last night alongside Breece Hall and Garrett Wilson, where they actually burnt maybe a little symbolism for Aaron Rodgers. Burnt a cheese head in a fire, stood around it, and made some statements on Sauce's YouTube and on Sauce's Twitch. And Sauce also said, there's package deals all over. If this thing happens, you need to know. So can we piece those two together? Is that what we're doing right here? Is that what Sauce just did? Or what is this just Sauce wishing good luck to Odell Beckham Jr. for his big workout today, Connor?
Yeah, it's Odell Beckham Jr. going to the New York Football Jets. And I don't want to say it. I don't want it to be the case, but that is clearly what is happening right here. Odell Beckham.
They don't have a quarterback, right? What is it?
No.
Straffolski?
We know that Straffolski, one, is, Taysom Hill times 8. And then 2, we know that Aaron, although he hasn't made a decision, if he's playing, he is going to one place, and that's the New York Football Jets, because that's what Rap Sheet just told us. And from last year, I believe around free agency time or towards the end of the season when, the Odell sweepstakes were still going on, Aaron did mention, hey, me and Odell have thrown around the idea of us, playing together. And I believe there was a photo brought up of them two hanging out. And
oh, yeah, they look so cool.
And not to mention Odell's hair looks awesome, like a snow cone. But if Aaron, while he's eating all those hallucinogens, were to look at that head,
oh my God!
Oh my, that's great.
So you think Odell's walking in the room going,
"Boom, Aaron, look at this! Oh, this is the greatest trip of my life."
It's like when Doc Ellis pitched.
See, nobody else is exactly
for the Steelers. Yeah,
what was for the Pittsburgh Pirates? Perfect game, tripping balls. That's wild.
Yeah,
that happened. Could you imagine if any other sports show said what Connor just said? Well, Odell actually has his hair painted the way it is.
True.
Because he's going into Aaron's hallucinogen state, and he's going to make him mesmerized. Yeah, that is crazy to think about, though, because Odell Beckham Jr. in Rappaport just reported he's probably going to be the most highly sought-after free agent in the entire market right now. Now, D-Hop, obviously, allegedly available for trade. I think we all assume he's going to get traded, but then yesterday there was some conversation after he came on the internet, like, guess he's going to be traded. I didn't know that was still a conversation or a discussion that was being had, but Ian said if there's smoke, there's fire normally when we're talking about this. So D-Hop and Odell Beckham Jr., the top two right, that's a great free agent. Two teams or the same team, maybe if you pull the trigger, can get very good very quickly at a very important position that you need depth. How come it feels like one team's probably going to get two out of three of these guys?
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, wouldn't it make sense if for some reason Aaron goes to New York and he plays, that Adam Thielen goes there as well? Seems like a guy that they already have a great relationship. We know that.
Led the show with that. Like literally, Adam Thielen, don't worry about watching it, but you and me thinking exactly the same way there. Like, as soon as I see Thielen's up, I'm like, well, just as somebody that's been around Thielen and been around Aaron, it's like these two, like, very much like each other.
Yeah.
Like, they have known each other very well.
Both are crazy about, like, how they prepare, how they view the game. I mean, you listen to Thielen talk about how he views golf and how he prepares his golf game. When we see him out in Tahoe, that dude, he approaches it like he's a professional golfer, and we know that's exactly how he approaches his real job, football.
He takes football and then just applies the exact same thing for golf, which is why he'll probably be a pro golfer at some point. Like, Thielen will probably be a pro golfer at some point. I honestly believe that. And I know, like, people say, and Aaron said, oh, I just want to see one success story where a guy was a football player, anything, and goes on to be.
He's my leading candidate. I know I always say it's impossible. We're not going to do it, make the Champions Tour. If anyone could do it, I would put my money behind Thielen.
Think